You're listening to a RoomBoiz podcast.
Okay, we're rolling.
Our Father, who art in heaven,
who is in heaven,
hallowed
he
be thy
is
name.
that my name.
Thy kingdom come,
I will be done.
thy will be done.
No, I,
thy,
me, myself, and
thy
I.
will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
In heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Brad?
Daily bread.
And Jessica?
Could you be
My elementary school principal's name was Brad.
Really?
Aww.
Yeah.
Mine was... I have no clue.
Mine was
Why do you
Heidi.
I know,
sound
the,
so
I know the
surprised?
last name.
Hey guys. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hey, guess what?
Well, we weren't lying. We actually did get a new apartment. So
It's DD.
We didn't get a new
It's-
apartment. We got an apartment.
well, new to us.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
It's Do You Think You're Funny Season 2.
Yeah. Yes,
Season
it is.
2, baby boo.
Yes.
Season
yes,
two,
it is.
Even better quality.
How are we feeling?
First season.
How am I feeling?
How you feeling, Dylan?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Been better?
I'm mad at my phone's battery. Like,
Yeah?
God damn it, I'm probably gonna have to get a new phone. Like, I'm upset.
Oh, you could replace the battery.
That's true. I could also
But,
do that.
hey,
I'd actually rather do
It'd
that.
be like probably like $40 or $60.
I'm-
to get a new
yeah.
battery
There's really no
Do they do that?
reference.
yeah.
at the
You'd have
Apple
to-
store.
I don't know if at the Apple store.
I don't want to
They'd
send
probably
it.
just-
They do it at the Apple
They'd
Store.
probably just try to get you to buy a new phone.
I don't want to send
But
it.
dude,
in,
when I
though.
tried to get my phone, the guy was being like, so because I thought about getting the 8 Plus, but then when we got there, I was like, man, like it was kind of like that or like the refurbished X, and the guy was like, he was like, yeah, I don't like get commission or anything, but like you should get the X or whatever. And I was like, why are you like
They
trying
don't get
so hard to
commission?
get me to like get it then if like.
Are they
I don't
legally
know.
allowed to say that they don't get commission if they actually do get commission?
I doubt
Because
it.
there's no way
Well,
they don't.
Yeah, because they're salespeople.
You're
They
a
have to-
you're a
Yeah.
sales.
They have to. Like
They
they
don't
like
have
there's.
to though.
Well, okay, but
They don't
well,
have
okay,
to, but
here's
most
this.
likely they do.
Why is it fair if like someone who sells a shit ton of phones and computers gets paid the same as someone who sucks at selling?
Yeah, that's honestly.
I guess
There's no way they don't.
But
Yeah.
like,
There's literally no way they don't get any sort of incentive at least.
yeah, I don't know. Well, because I know all of them, not all of them sell the phones though.
Yeah, they
That's
have.
true.
I'm
Kinda
sure they
there's
probably have
repairmen.
different departments, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
but then like what? So do they all have the same base pay? So why wouldn't you want to be a salesman then if you could get?
Because some people just aren't born salesmen.
they also
You'd still have the chance of getting 2 sell.
they
pay
also
phones, so
likely
even if
don't
they're
have the same
trash-
base pay though, because it every year you could get like a raise. I'm sure
I feel you.
it's the same in my job. Every year you can get an addition to your base pay, which actually is pretty nice. I hope I get
But
one.
it's also like if you're not to say like not to undermine like salesmen or anything, but if someone's going into the Apple store, usually a lot of times like I see a lot of like not I see when I was in there I saw like a lot of older people who are just buying stuff to buy stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like it wouldn't be like too hard to get someone to buy something that they don't especially if you're going in there with the mindset already of getting
well,
something.
an older person
Mm-hmm.
or someone with money who obviously
Yeah.
has a lot of money.
Speaking of Apple stores,
I feel like you have to have money to go into an Apple store usually.
yeah.
At least I don't know.
But speaking of Apple stores, Dylan and I just saw an Apple store in Minneapolis at the Mall of America.
That thing was huge.
It was enormous, and I'm surprised
Was
we
it-
didn't go in it.
Did we not see it?
We
last
didn't
time?
see it at all.
Really?
Because I
Where
know
was
I
it?
would
we,
have
we
noticed.
probably walked by it and just didn't notice
we just
it.
didn't see
But
it.
Really?
it's very big.
It's
Wow,
it's
I feel
deep.
like we
It's-
would have remembered. I would have remembered that. at
It's
least.
like
Yeah,
it's
honestly.
huge.
Honestly,
like
yeah.
it's really big.
It's kind of funny because it's like there's really. Wait, I think I might. I don't know. It's kind of like why you don't necessarily need a bigger Apple store
Exactly.
because like they
Right.
have
they got a
all
lot
the
of
phones
shit now.
set out on the tables
well-
and all the iPads, all the Macs.
But they kind of do, because no matter what, it's going to be the most popular store
Yeah.
for families and kids, because they'll want to bring their kids in there and play on the phones.
Yeah.
Is there Minecraft Pocket Edition on this phone? But yeah, like when we walked past it, there were so many people in that store, and it's such a deep. It's like, imagine a normal mall store, but take out the wall between like the storefront and the back office, and that's the whole store.
It's almost like they opted out of. It's almost like they opted out of having like a back room or any sort of like bathroom
But
or back stock or anything.
But they have to have.
Oh yeah, they have
no
to.
matter what, because it's Mall of America. Like,
yeah,
But then that's also the thing is like they're also not everyone. It's like when I guess if that's the only Apple store nearby, I don't know if there are any other ones, but like you'd have to go to that one. And then it's
There's probably
also
one
mixed.
at the outlet mall that's kind of close to. You remember that?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
also just mixed with a bunch of people who are just who are a tourist just going to the Mall of America, just messing around in the Apple store, and
You
just
have to have money.
people
before you
who
go
live there
yeah.
just going in.
You
there.
have
Can
to.
we do a overall review of the Mall of America? Because
Yeah.
I think it's overrated.
I don't.
Really?
I don't think it's a.
I think it's
Yeah, I don't
everything I
think-
ever wanted.
I mean,
Really?
From the
I don't know
mall,
if I'd
yeah.
say
That's cool.
it's because I mean they basically do have everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally everything
Yeah,
you can
like,
think of.
That's
Like
true.
it's like
You can
all
get
the
there.
best malls mixed. I guess that's what it
It's-
is.
yeah,
It's all the
it's-
best.
It's like a
every
best
part
case
of
scenario
mall.
for a mall.
Yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
every typical mall store, it's there. Like one mall here might not have it, but another might. But Mall of America just
And
they
like,
even have a crappy Tim Hortons.
yeah.
That thing sucked. That's the only bad thing about that mall.
Yeah,
It's-
it could have just been the day, could have just been the people, but
Could have been,
our
yeah.
experience, it just wasn't good.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, now that you guys say it, I do actually kind of appreciate Mall of America.
Yes, we turned them
Because I
over.
don't
Yeah.
like malls in general. They just give off a weird vibe that I'm not okay with.
But like this mall has a ton of
Yeah.
like sit down
True.
restaurants.
Yeah,
and, like,
that's what I enjoy about it.
And they
is
also have events and stuff, and,
And
they
I
have
was-
huge stores and
There
every
is a
every
roller
type
coaster.
of store. There's a fucking park like water park in there.
yeah,
You know, it's like
which kind of is only for kids.
yeah, I wouldn't do it. I would never go
I'd
to
watch
the
The
my
AJR
kids.
brothers did it, but I don't know how.
their
they-
children.
Well, they're kids at heart. You know,
Okay.
that's good. But yeah, like
they are only like 20. I think Jack might be like 20
Jack
or
just turned
21.
21, 22, something like
I
that.
don't
Yeah,
like
something
his
like that.
That's pretty
I don't
young.
like his
Um,
hat.
You don't like his hat?
The fucking snow.
Yeah.
hat? No, not at all.
We've discussed this before.
Why not?
I think it's stupid.
Why?
I genuinely think it's a stupid fashion choice. I used to wear that in middle school. I used to have a bunch of those hats.
I
It reminds me of
No, but
how I
that-
was in
that's
middle
just,
school.
Like his, well, yeah. So that you have like a personal connection to it.
yeah,
and
I think it's
liking
stupid.
it.
It's hard to judge just because like
It's
a
just
part
like
of
his
character.
Yeah, it's just his
so
thing.
if he didn't have it anymore, you know, it's how people recognize.
What if he has like a huge bald spot? I bet that's what it is.
Well,
He has a huge like you know how monks
He's-
have that
he's-
like
Not worn the hat before.
yeah, but recently you can bald pretty fast.
wait, hold on.
That's a fact.
I might have to cut this part out. Let me see. Okay, never mind.
Leave it in.
No, I just yeah, we'll leave that. I was gonna say we might have to cut it if it wasn't picking me up, but it is, so we're good.
Gay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that was Mall of America. I'm
That was it.
I kind of want to tell the story of the Chicago hat. So
Oh, what the what the
you ever
hell
tell
was
that?
that?
no, we haven't talked about the Mall of America at all. Which
Have we
is
not?
Honestly,
Besides
surprising.
the Mall of America documentary,
Can our producers check the archives?
go through.
what's the Jamie?
Get a bot to go
Jamie, can you pull
through
that up?
all of our videos and scan for Mall of
wait.
America.
So
Never mind.
we were roaming the halls of malls of America,
When?
and in February of 2019.
Okay.
I believe around February 20th. No, it was February 25th. And it was, we were kind of winding down for the night, almost about to leave. I had just bought my Nintendo Switch. No, it was the second day. Yeah. And we were about to go get dinner, and you guys know about good old mall vendors in the middle of the
Yeah.
way.
I just-
Of the strip.
And
In
you
the
gotta
in the
give 'em credit,
kiosks and
'cause
stuff.
A
Yeah.
job's a job, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Pause for
They are salesmen.
burp. Sorry. You know, they got to make a living. But I swear to God, this was the most. I was talking to the back of my microphone. That's why it wasn't picking me up.
Bad dog.
I swear to God, this is the most persistent salesman I have ever seen. He sees me, pulls me out of the three of us, and is like, "Hey, man, you like this hat?" And he pulls out a hat that says Chicago. And I'm like, or no, he's like, what's your team, man? And I was like, I kind of like the Pistons. And he's like, oh, Chicago. All right. And I was like, it didn't click for me.
That's supposed to be Detroit.
That's Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't realize that
He's
until
like,
right
so
now.
you're like,
He's
so
just making
first
a
off,
guess.
I don't know. It's
So
funny.
this guy, he he is like, all right, so I'll cut you a deal. All right. Usually I sell this hat for 30. I'll bring it down to 25 for you. And I'm like, I'm
First
a
of
nice
all,
guy.
That's not a very good discount.
Yeah, no, not at all.
A crappy hat.
I mean, it gets better, but
Oh yeah,
so
that's the first step.
yeah, honestly. So I've learned, I've grown. I'm a lot less of a nicer person, but I just kind of wanted to hear him out because, you know, I know he's going through something probably. He needs to make some cash. So I was just like, I don't know. I'm not really into it. I just bought a Switch and all that. So, and he was like, no, it's okay. I get you, Mo. I get you. You know what? I don't think I'm supposed to do this, but I think there's an online coupon. So maybe I can bring it down to about 15. How's that? And I'm like, I don't want the
What are you
hat.
talking
Like,
about?
yeah, I'm just like, all right, so no. And he's like, all right, last deal, I'll cut you in. And he brings me really close and he's like, they're gonna be really pissed at me for this. I'll bring it down to 10. All right, how's $10 for you? I can do that right
Dude.
now. And he does this tactic. He pulls out a bag and puts the hat in the bag and like trying to solidify this sale. And I'm like, I don't want your fucking hat.
Yeah, I think I've said this to you before, but you should have just been like 5.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have taken it for 5. And eventually I was just like, nah, I'm good. I can't right now. And he was like, all right, I get it. All right. And I was like, thanks. Have a good day. And then later I go onto the website that he was browsing where he sells the hats, and the Chicago hat that he was trying to sell me said Chicago. It was
Ladies and
spelled
gentlemen.
wrong.
So, wait, how did you see what website he was
It was
browsing?
I honestly don't even remember what the handle was since it was like so long ago. But it was literally just like open on the laptop that was there, and I just typed it in when we got home. I was like, no way.
So, they must like get these for like really cheap then.
It has to be like $5 a hat. There's no
I'm
way.
sure it's probably less
What
than that.
do you
right?
know what cost would be at your work for like a beanie?
Well, it depends, because
Because like those could be, I see like
it
one of
depends
those.
on the brand. It depends
true.
on
I see like one of those
what kind of beanie, you know, because
being
there's
like,
because I mean, if it's a Patagonia beanie, we're talking like $30 at regular price, and then
yeah. See, I can.
cost we're looking at, I don't know, like 15 or so.
I'd see that.
So
for,
it's
like
half off is kind of the
30.
rule of thumb
That makes sense.
for like that sort of thing. But if you get into like appliances and like bigger stuff, it's usually
Yeah.
like, let's say you are looking at like a $400 like grill, like a green egg
Like a-
stove grill, like a, you know, where you fucking,
Hey Dylan, I heard you're going to work later. Could you pick me up a smoker?
anyways.
We love you, Leighton. We love you so much.
But it's like that would only be like, if it's a $400 like grill, it's probably, you're probably only gonna get it for like $300, but that's still a significant amount off.
Yeah, honestly.
I feel like
It just depends on what it is.
those hats though. I feel like he wouldn't drop it as low as 10 if it was $5 to like. I don't know.
I mean, see, but like, I don't know. No matter what, well, the lower the price of the hat, the more money you make.
So is he the one? Like, is it like a pyramid scheme?
Yeah,
Sort of thing, or like an MLM, like a multi-level
that makes
marketing
sense,
thing?
honestly.
Oh,
See, but they have a
it's definitely
kiosk
scam.
in Mall of America, though.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, that makes a lot of sense. That'd make sense as to why he's so persistent.
Because Rhett and Link
Yeah.
were talking about this on their podcast,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like it's not necessarily like a pyramid scheme. It's just a multi-level marketing thing. So you get other people to like
Yeah.
you sell them stuff, but then you can also get money for getting them into it as well. But it's like I don't know, because you'd have to like if he's like somehow buying these hats in bulk himself, then it's like all on him to sell them. But if he's like getting them from some, I guess you'd still, even in an MLM thing, you'd still be buying them from someone else, I think,
Yeah.
before you sell them. So I think you'd still have to be making your money back in some way.
Oh, yeah.
But then they'd also, if it was that sort of thing, they'd be probably trying to get you to sell them too. He'd be like, oh, you got a job? Something like that.
That's true. Yeah. If I would have said yes to the hat, he'd be like, he would have burped first in my face and then said,
And then blew it at you.
I get an offer that you can't refuse.
But then if it's a website too, then it has to mean there's some sort of like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
and
is it
maybe
his website
I may have.
or is it someone else's web? I don't know.
I don't know. And maybe I'm an idiot and I just went to the wrong website, but I don't know.
But then why would why is it spelled wrong though?
Because
Like that's just,
it's cheaper, I
It's a
guess.
scam.
how is it cheaper to spell it?
I don't
This
know.
Chicago. I almost said
Chicago. That's
It's
so funny though.
Chicago isn't like
It's a
trademarked because it's a
scam.
city.
Yeah, and like if you go to Chicago, I bet there's like a millions of millions of stores that are like tourist stores. Like I go to Denver all the time, and like there are hundreds of stores that are just like made for tourists, where you
Yeah.
just go get like stuff that everyone orders from a catalog and
Random
It's
crap.
all-
I don't know,
the
like
same
even
stuff.
like in the Mall of America, they're like at least two different just Minnesota stores. One of
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
is like more sports stuff, and then the other one is just like the crappy like
There are
just
definitely like three.
generic Minnesota.
We went to like 3 or 4 of
because
them.
Yeah,
one
we-
of them is like the sports stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and the other
And
two
then-
are more like just like
Yeah,
everything
some
just
knickknacks.
says Minnesota.
One's
Yeah.
like Minnesota Wild and like Timberwolves.
There's one that's just like the place where you go to get Minnesota license plates with your names on them.
Yeah, that's
spelled
that
wrong.
one sucks.
Dude.
You want to tell that story, Zach?
So we got these like today in the place of which I work, we were setting up like the seasonal stuff, and this one my coworker, she was setting out like just all these ornaments and stuff on this like end cap, and they were basically like just the personalized ones where it's like each one they're the same exact ornament, they just have different names on them, which I don't think is it kind of like just seems super cheesy, and like it seems cheap because it's like that's what you see at like theme parks and like I don't
Yeah.
know, like the Mall of America, stuff like that. So it seems like a gimmick already. But it's like these ones, like they just seem like they have the weirdest names and don't really have like any good ones. And so obviously like any person would do, I'm like, oh, do they have my name? So like I go to look, I'm like looking through them. They have Zachary, and it's spelled Zachery. And
Zachary.
I'm
spells
sure
it like
there's
that?
some people out there who do,
Is that the biblical version?
but
No.
it's definitely not.
Did Jesus
But
make that version
I was just like-
himself? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
It was just that like I've never like I don't think
Don't.
like I think I knew that was an
Don't.
option,
Yummy.
but like I just like I'm sure there's someone, but it's just like I don't think I've ever personally like known someone where it's spelled ERY.
Maybe it's
like,
a regional thing.
like I get it if it was like ZACK, like I wouldn't be complaining because like that's just another like seems like a pretty normal way to spell it.
Maybe it's like
But,
a
like-
pop or a soda sort of debate per region. You know, maybe the
don't
way
know.
you spelled it is Midwest, like pop.
You want to get into that?
And then maybe down south, Zach Curry is
I
like
don't
the
think
Coke.
so, though,
Hey, would you like a Mr. Pibb
because
Coke?
it's just the stupid way to
Because that
say
makes
it.
sense.
Because if you say, "Can I get a Coke?" Oh, what kind of Coke you want? Sprite. I just
Do they know it doesn't make sense? It does not.
It
I
is
don't.
nor-
I
it
we
is
may not
normal to
understand
them.
it really.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
that's
we've
kind of
never
an ignorant thing of
experienced
me
it.
to say, but I mean,
It is just
it is
normal.
pop.
It is.
I'm just kidding.
It's like I get the soda and pop thing because it's like either way either way you say it, it like is just the term for it. But like Coke just doesn't make sense.
No. Please no. Me in the future listening to this episode is saying, please stop. Can I just say,
Yes.
I have a very love-hate relationship with Reddit. I honestly, okay, I posted this picture earlier on r/I'm14 and this is deep, and I won't go into what it actually is, but I found it on Facebook and it was ridiculous. So I posted it, and this thing called Repost Sentinel, I don't know if you've heard of this, since I'm fairly new to Reddit.
I don't think so.
So I don't know if this is an actual user or maybe it's a
probably
mod.
a bot.
Yeah, I think it's a bot. It definitely is a bot. And they commented on my picture or something like that, and it says
Does it say it's a repost?
there's multiple
Oh, from
interactions.
when someone else posted
yes,
it.
from when someone else posted
Look
it.
when that person posted it.
Dylan,
Why do you have to do that?
please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. That's disgusting.
You seem genuinely upset by that, Zach.
Yeah, it's not the place for it. Plus, that's definitely a dynamic banter bit.
No, it's not.
Yeah, they
Not
just did it.
shitting. They just did it?
Yeah,
On the new episode?
not the newest episode. They did it with Zoya.
Oh, you're right. Well, that was okay. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
It's all good. All good. But yeah, I really hate some Redditors. Like, there's some really nice people that you'll get really good comments that are like, this is a great post. Thanks, guy. But most of the time you'll get people that are like, not funny. That was so not funny that it just ruined my day. Thank you for posting such a horrible meme. You know what? How do you sleep at night?
That's kind of generally why I abstain from Reddit,
Yeah.
because people seem to be kind of idiots on there.
People can be very yarky.
Yeah, I've also tried to post stuff before, and then the subreddit will automatically just delete it because I don't have any karma really, so I just don't.
But
I'll
then,
look
like,
at it
well, then how am I
sometimes.
supposed to?
Yeah,
Get,
I really just don't care enough. I think also,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's something you actually have to be genuinely interested, and I don't have
Yeah,
a lot
and
of
I
interest.
just like if I see something and I follow the subreddit, I'm like, oh, that would maybe be good on there, so I do.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to be lucky, you know?
Yeah.
You just catch the right Reddit drift. But yeah. Yeah.
the right wave.
The right little boy wave. Speaking of little boys,
Little boy
thank
wave?
you all for listening and supporting to the podcast. If you'd like to support us further, we do have a Patreon.
Oh no,
We do have a Patreon where you can support us at
that tasted like fucking Cracker Jack.
where you can support us at a $1, $5, or $10 range. We have various perks, and we haven't really posted anything yet since we don't have any supporters. But if you'd like to,
Why'd you sound so upset?
since we don't have any supporters,
So pissed.
but yeah,
I was like, geez, okay. Oh my god.
but yeah, we would love and appreciate all of your support, no matter what. Even if you don't want to support us, we still love you. We also have a Teespring store that we are cooking up some hot, fresh teas. And yeah,
How
Iced.
long have you been going for?
about 24 minutes.
Okay, I was gonna say because I haven't stopped recording yet, and I thought it was longer,
Mm.
and I thought we had like just not noticed it, but
So yeah,
We're not even halfway done yet.
well, we're close.
We're close to being halfway done. We got a long road to go down.
Man, I work at 7 a.m. tomorrow again.
Jeez,
Sucks to suck.
you're getting.
I wasn't
You-
even like supposed to, but I was like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
That's good.
I couldn't do that. I could not
honestly,
do that. Just have it pop up.
if I
no.
Yeah, that's a pain.
Absolutely
That's a
not.
pain.
I would
Yeah.
never.
Well, no, because I was talking about Ben today, or I was talking about Ben today. I was
Aw,
talking to Ben today,
That's nice.
and it's like my boss had asked me if I wanted to stay longer, like when I was supposed to leave, and I was like, if they ask you like when you're supposed to leave, and you're like in that mindset that you're about to leave, that's just like such an inopportune time to ask, because it's like I won't really feel like staying longer if I'm like just about to leave. And then I was also like, yeah, I probably would say no regardless, but there's a better chance if it's earlier rather than later.
Dude, I thoroughly love my job because I no longer have to worry about like things like that, like having to stay later than I want to. And I mean, like, it'll eventually get there. I'm still in the early stages of my job, but like what shit I had to deal with in ye old retail days with when I worked at both AMC and Toys R Us. Cause I mean, I've discussed with both of you that I kind of wanted to talk about this on the podcast, but like there's just a system with some places of work that it almost feels a little corrupt, like taking advantage of these teenage workers. But like there have been so many times where I've started at a new job, and it's mainly for like part-time jobs only, but like they have an availability sheet that you fill out right when you start working. And like, and you know, you're a teenager, so your availability is always shifting. Like you never know like what's gonna pop up, and you know, and so not having a thing where you like fill out your monthly availability is so shitty. Like and like there it almost comes to the thing where like if you're not available, no matter what, they're going to schedule you, and then it's your responsibility to find someone to cover. It's like that's not how it should be, you know?
Yeah, that's like a lot of high school jobs and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And like it sucks that people have to go through that. Like, yeah, you should honestly just have the monthly scheduling for everything. It'd be so much more convenient.
It's the best way to do it. I'm really glad that my job does it like that, because it's like, I mean, it did kind of suck because I had to turn in my December availability 2 months early.
Yeah,
so I hope that's not like an issue. I don't think it will be though, but I mean, it literally is, because then you get your schedule, then you can just drop the shift if you need to.
That's good. Yeah,
and then maybe someone will pick it up. Sometimes they don't though.
Yeah.
So
were you gonna say something, Zach?
No.
Okay, I thought I
I was
cut you
thinking
off.
about saying something, but then
thanks for watching.
I couldn't think of anything to say.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. So that's my little rant, my little boy rant.
I feel like most of the time though, people are like, I don't know, like most of the time if you say you like either you request a day off, or like you say like you get a day on the schedule.
It's
that
recording.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, there wasn't even a spike or anything. That's good.
or that you like get a day scheduled that you like something comes up or like you can't. I feel like with a, I mean, I guess I've only worked at a couple places, but like I feel like most of the time like managers are cool enough so you can be able to be like,
Yeah.
hey, I can't work this day.
Yeah, that's
Like,
it's really
I feel kind of bad, but like most of the time like they understand and they
Yeah.
can sometimes get someone, or
Yeah.
like if not, it's like
Yeah,
it's
my-
not gonna hurt to have one day where someone isn't working. In
My
a
boss is
certain
great
place.
with that.
yeah, and
She's
that's
awesome.
the only reason why I was complaining about that is because that's just like something that happened at those two jobs specifically. Like,
Yeah.
and I never know like whether or not like the way that some people treat sick days are like good or not, because like most jobs that I've had are like when you're sick, you have to find someone to cover. And it makes sense because like, you know, they have their jobs to do. But at the same time, it's like if you're violently ill and you
Yeah, if
need
you're
to
like
sleep.
shitting the bed.
Yeah, if you're shitting the bed.
Man, imagine if you shit the bed.
Have you ever shit the bed? Has anyone here ever shit the bed?
I don't think so.
Probably when you're like a baby. Does that
Yeah,
count?
maybe,
Yeah.
but like not that I can remember.
Yeah.
as far as I know.
That means you're violently ill.
Yeah,
Like,
if you're diarrheaing
But
the
then,
bed.
if you can't
You'd
control
probably
your
just, like,
sphincter.
be on the toilet then. Unless
Yeah.
you like, woke up in the middle of the night and you're like, oh no.
Oh, I shit the bed.
Oh,
Did I text? I
Damn,
feel
you
like I
shit the
texted
bed
you
on
that
that
once.
I just love that
Oh.
saying as in like you messed up, dude. You shit the bed on that one.
You really
good one.
shit the bed on that kick. I tell you what. No, it was. there was a night a couple weeks ago where, man, it was like a month ago, where our upstairs neighbors at this lovely apartment were screaming bloody murder at the top of their lungs.
dude, that
And immediately after it happened, I texted in our group chat and said, that made me shit the bed.
Do you remember when they were hammering shit in the middle of the night?
I don't. I think you guys heard it, but I was
think-
fast asleep.
Yeah, I like remember waking up and being like scared. I was like, what is
I was
it
like, I
sounded
thought
s-
Ben was hammering something. I
it
was like,
sounded
what are
so
you
near.
doing? I was like, I was about to come over there and talk to you, and then I was
I
like,
don't-
no, he would not do
I
that.
felt like it was like right above me because it was like pretty loud.
Dude, I
Like-
heard that. I heard it. I was like, what the hell is this?
And when something like that happens, I always like, it feels like it's something related to me, like it's my fault that I'm doing something. And it's mainly just ever since we played music too loud and they banged on the floor.
yeah,
So like now every time something sounds like they're knocking, I'm like, oh shit, what am I doing? Am I too loud?
Been much of a disturbance.
Honestly,
since
I
that.
think we're a damn treat
I don't
of
know, we're loud
neighbors.
sometimes.
Yeah.
sometimes, but I mean, they kind of deserve it.
Yeah. When I was,
Especially the neighbors down the hall, or like I feel like the downstairs
we need
neighbors.
to discuss this on the podcast. We haven't said
We need
anything
to or we
media wise. We need to.
Okay, so all right, so this apartment complex overall is fine,
Very nice.
But-
Very clean.
but why?
And, yeah.
Why should I ever have to come in contact with someone's kid's diaper? All right,
You can come
they
in
leave
contact with it.
shit-filled diapers in the goddamn hallway.
Let's give some context here.
So the neighbors down the hall, this way, because the door's there. It's that way.
yeah.
In the corner, right? They have. So they.
It's like a tower.
It's a tower thing, and
diapers.
it's
It's a
full of
plastic
diapers.
tower. It's
yeah.
it's basically like a trash can that like a baby wouldn't be able to get into.
Yes, and I guess it's supposed to conceal the smell.
And it does.
It does until
It'd be a
they
lot worse.
they leave more diapers around it, which they're doing right now.
Yeah,
There's fucking diapers.
It looks like they haphazardly just threw it out the door and they were like, all right.
and I'm like, why should I have to smell your kid's shit? I should not.
Yeah, and
There's
for
no reason
for
for
a
it.
while, it was just like they were like they left trash out there too.
Yeah, and that
But,
made it a lot worse.
I think it was like the fourth day we were here.
Yeah.
They left a diaper.
Yeah, because I
out
remember
there.
like coming with my parents or something, and you could like you. It was like you walked into the complex, walked up the stairs, opened the door to our little place here
Mm-hmm.
before you walked into our actual apartment, and it was just that room that just smelled.
Yeah. And it was hot too. That was like
that made it
one of the
bad.
hottest weeks.
Yeah.
So it was hot, it smelled like shit. And like
Literally.
and I noticed the first day or when we first moved in, the hallway did smell like poop, but like if someone
it just smelled like musty, I feel
well,
like.
it smelled like poop, and then if someone lit incense right after they pooped. So it was a mixture of both.
But it's just like there's no reason for it. It's
Yeah,
like there's
honestly,
really no reason
It's
for it.
so rude.
And on top of that, I can hear your kid screaming all the time. So figure that out.
It sounds like your kid is just putting his face up to the door and just
Literally,
going,
it is so,
ah.
like
Yeah, it's like
there's
the
so
baby that
much
almost
distance.
came
There's
in.
there's a decent amount of distance between that fucking door and that hallway down there. There is no reason I should hear your kid that
mean,
close. It
Yeah.
sounds so
Well,
close.
I mean,
You can't. It isn't. I mean, it is a kid. Like you can't just tell your kid to stop.
Exactly,
crying in the
yeah.
middle.
put him in the far back of your apartment so I don't have to hear it.
Yeah.
All right, there's no reason I should
and
hear it.
I'm
don't-
glad
I
we
don't know
don't
if that-
hear it from our rooms, so it's not that big of an issue.
No, but
And
sometimes-
if we have the TV
I
on, it's
honestly
not that
don't
big of a
even
deal.
think that is like that big of an issue.
It's
'Cause
not.
It
Yeah,
really
the poop is a
isn't
big issue. Mm-hmm.
often Like that happens really that we like hear it.
And it's not like we're ever just sitting. I mean, we do kind of just sit in here with like nothing on, which is good. You know, it's good for the brain. But when that happens, then we hear the baby. But like if we're watching a movie or something, it's not. We don't hear it.
I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't hear it. I
Well,
should not have to hear it.
that's
I'm
just apartment
sure
living.
people hear us though. We're loud.
We are very. Well,
Not as loud as that fucking baby.
all right, but they can definitely hear us right now.
Sure. If they were to step out in the hallway, they can't hear us from our apartments.
I don't know. We're definitely loud. I mean,
There's a laundry room on the other side of that wall.
no, it's on this wall. That's our neighbor.
Never mind. Never mind.
But yeah. So
I don't know. We're not that bad though. I don't think we're as bad as like some of the other people that live here. And let's talk about our upstairs neighbors.
I guess it's just
the
hard
meth
to,
makers.
It's just hard to judge because we can't hear ourselves, so I don't think we can like necessarily speak.
exactly. Yeah. We shouldn't judge before hearing what other people think
Because
about
it's
us.
possible that they're making the same complaints about us, saying that we're
Especially our downstairs
Super
neighbors. Especially when we roll around in these chairs.
Yeah, I feel okay.
And-
I could
and
understand if
dance
our
around.
downstairs neighbors had a complaint about us, but I mean otherwise.
Yeah.
we're
fine.
their downstairs neighbors making complaints. So it's just like a
Yeah. It's a never ending chain. And
Yeah,
if
but
you,
they're just like unreasonably loud upstairs. I
yeah.
feel like
No,
like,
they play
there's-
loud music all the
There's
time.
no
and-
reason that when I'm writing an essay in my room that I should hear French Montana like playing through the vent. Like
Did you actually
through
like
the wall.
recognize it?
yeah.
That's pretty.
I was like the fact that I can recognize it.
yeah, that's not good.
I'm like, dude, too loud.
That's worth
turn
the
your little
complaint.
Beats
Yeah.
pill down, all right? You know, just go back to making meth.
Do they still make Beats pills?
I don't know. I'm
I-
sure they probably do.
I haven't heard.
some sort of Beats speaker. I don't know if it's necessarily the pill.
I honestly haven't heard anything from Beats in a long
Yes, they do.
time.
With Beats by
They make the
Dre.
Beats pill plus.
Man, people don't really talk about headphones that much, honestly.
No.
I mean, people around my circle
The
or
Beats kinda-
entertainment circle.
The pill's kind of cool though, actually. It's
Yeah.
$180, but it's
I
pretty cool.
remember when it first came out, it was really popular.
I think JBL's better though.
That
The
they
JBL,
are
like the one I have, the blue one, like
yeah.
that one.
to a
Those
certain extent, I feel like
slap. Like
I feel like to a certain extent, a lot of speakers are the same.
Oh yeah, it's really
Like,
hard to
unless
differentiate.
it's like a really crap brand.
a lot of it's just
Like-
brand. Like Beats is not that great. Like
Yeah. I don't know, because Beats will do the same as like GBL or Bose. Really, anything.
Bose is amazing.
Bose is
Yeah.
good.
'Cause,
I
like,
think
Bose is
JBL's
known
pretty
for
good.
sound.
Except, well, JBL's better at speakers. They're better at speakers. They're not great with headphones because the ones I bought, not great.
Yeah.
yeah,
That might also just be because of how expensive or inexpensive they are. But I mean, if I were to put a little bit more money into them, I'm sure they'd be fine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
curious.
I don't know if yeah, they do actually. They make like the pretty like $300 JBL ones. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm really curious as to how Dwayne the Rock Johnson's headphones are because I really want those.
See, and it sucks that like most places where you would get headphones, you can't try on like all of them.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why
like-
you kind of got to watch reviews. And
Yeah,
stuff, really.
like if you go to a Best Buy or a Nebraska Furniture Mart, most of the time they have them on display. But like, and like even reviews, like you just never know quality wise. Like with speakers, it's kind of easier, but like headphones, there's so
Yeah.
many like comfortability and like long time
Yeah,
wear and
speakers
stuff like
sweat
that.
resistant.
Sweat resistant. That's
Oh my god, I should still have at least one of my pairs of Power Beats that I broke because of sweating.
I never used to think that was an issue until I started wearing or having earbuds in my shirt at work, and I ruined them. And they were my favorite pair of earbuds too.
Did you actually ruin them?
I mean, there's no fixing them. Like
Oh.
they still work on the left side, which is good because that's the only one I actually use.
Just the right side's broken.
It's because that's the one that would always stay in my shirt and get covered in sweat.
Oh, I got you.
See, but here's the thing.
That seems odd. Even like a non-waterproof. I mean, I get submerging it in water why it would break. But even just like a regular headphone that's not supposed to be waterproof, it
Yeah.
seems weird that just like sweat getting on
See,
it would just frick it up.
But get this. The remote is on the right side, it still works. So it must be, maybe I just pulled it like on the top where the remote is. Maybe I just pulled that too much.
Yeah.
So now it's not working because of that. Because honestly, like I've washed them a couple times and they've been fine. So
maybe they're.
It could have just
Yeah.
been a coincidence too.
Yeah, that too.
Because I've had headphones where just one of them goes out before.
Mhm. And they're really nice too. They have 2 drivers in them, so the bass is mwah. And they were only $20. I'd shout them out if they sponsored us. We're open to sponsorships.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes, we are.
I just got the tummy grumblies, but not the good kind. Not the hunger kind. Not the Hunger Games.
Oh, you don't like that book?
Man, I forgot about those.
No.
You guys ever read the Hunger Games?
Yes, I read
Yes.
all.
Did you really?
I'm pretty sure I read all of them as
I
well.
pretended to
Mockingjay
read
was
them.
kind of boring.
Yeah.
It was
I
like,
liked
man,
it,
I'm
though.
I'm reading Hunger
The
Games
end of it
for
was
the
interesting.
games, not to watch them fight some fudge in battle or something.
When did the movie Mockingjay Part 2 come out? Was that like 2014?
That had to be like at the beginning of high school or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when it like stopped being popular.
I didn't watch it until
Did I
last
watch
year.
I don't even
So-
think I saw
Second
either of them actually.
Didn't the
Mockingjay Part
fir-
1 or 2.
I think the first one stopped on a pretty big cliffhanger.
It did. It really
Yeah.
did. And that I really liked Part 1. I remember Part 1 came out freshman year. Part 2 came out sophomore year.
Really?
That's why I didn't watch it, because I wasn't into it then.
Oh, gotcha.
It wasn't fresh on our brains.
yeah,
like
it was
Catching
more of
Fire.
a middle school thing, I feel like.
Yeah,
'cause
I remember
Definitely.
in 6th grade, I think is when the
The first one came
trailer,
out.
at least a trailer, because I remember watching it and reading.
That's when
and
like the
reading-
books
remember-
were like everyone
Yeah,
at my
they were-
school was reading.
Well,
the
yeah, because the
books.
trailer came out. So
Well,
then
no, it was
became
even
popular.
Before, it was like right before the trailer came
That's
out. at
true,
my school.
yeah.
Like everyone was
Remember
reading those books.
when we had a reading class and a writing class.
That honestly, I wonder if that's a niche thing.
Wasn't it?
Did you
called-
have that? I assume so, right?
Yeah,
Because
Zach and I went to the same middle school.
We had reading and writing, but 8th grade, I think we just had writing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
No, it was
what?
just English.
oh English,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was reading in English. Yeah, yeah, we had that, but not in 8th grade. It was just English.
Yeah, that's so weird to think about.
Yeah.
I honestly, middle school is like a repressed memory for me.
Yeah,
like,
I feel that.
like
feel like so
I
long
can't
ago.
remember it off the top of my head, but if someone brings something up, I'm like, holy crap, I completely forgot about that.
I was just a weirdo in middle school.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was pretty weird up until 8th grade, and then I just became the person that I am today.
And I haven't changed.
I haven't changed one bit at all. Haven't grown as a person. Man, that's a lie. I've changed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Started going to more shows since
Yeah, that was like very recently though.
very recently.
yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, you know.
But that's that's kind of what's shaped me into who I am. I'm growing as a man. You ever
Yeah.
feel that? You ever feel yourself growing as a man?
Yeah, I entered a new decade.
Yeah,
So
you
I feel-
did.
I feel like I'm more of an adult now, actually.
That's so
If you
weird
don't-
to think about. I don't know if you had the same. You probably did, but like I was like, I just had this moment where I was like, I'm gonna be 20. That sounds like crazy to think about.
yeah, that's
It's-
pretty cool.
It's like weird. Like,
but once you turn
20?
20, though, you're like, dang, I wish I was 21.
Honestly, dude. Honestly, there's nothing that special about 20.
No, I mean, it's just the fact
weird
that
to
you're
think about like how
entering a new decade.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing for me.
like
Yeah.
because
It's
you kind of think of yourself as like a kid sort of.
Yeah, it's like
up
a
until this
teenager.
point. Yeah,
I'm like,
and then
wow,
it's
this sucks. I'm still a teenager.
like, it's
Honestly.
like, whoa, 20?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's weird because I like
adult.
remember when I turned 10 and I was like, whoa, you know?
Dude,
Double
it's
digits, baby.
I saw a post today that said like 14 years ago today, and like thinking that 14 years ago, I have memories from 14 years ago.
Yeah, I was 6.
I was 5.
I'm older than these two.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
But yeah, it's just like it's so weird to me to think that, you know,
Yeah,
I mean like
such
that's
a long time.
I'm pretty sure everyone thinks that at some point in their life. But yeah, now we're thinking that, and that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird to like get in the freshman year and be like, wow, I'm in high school.
It's
And now
weird.
it's like, well, and I'm
Yeah.
not anymore.
Not being in high school is one of the coolest things.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Being able to go through high school and look back on it is just like so baffling.
Yeah, it's weird because it wasn't that long ago, really, but it feels
Yeah.
like a long time.
I'm glad to know I didn't peak in high school.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
I didn't.
It's
Yeah.
because it's like You never know what's coming.
I
but
do have
it's
like pretty fond memories of high
There
school.
Definitely.
are people who did.
Oh, yeah, already, dude. I can name.
I don't know,
a few.
because it's like I don't know,
Don't.
it's
No, I won't. But I can.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
But yeah, it's good because it's like you don't like give it all in high school. Because I mean, I guess it's like good to like be involved in everything.
Yeah.
But it's like if you try too hard, then it's like what's left after that?
Honestly.
Like there's not much left to go. I don't
Yeah.
know. Not and that's not like hedging because not like I had a crappy high school experience because like it was fine.
Yeah,
But
mine was
like,
pretty good.
Yeah.
And like even like I feel like my peaking, not feeling like I haven't peaked in high school is like, I don't know, like professionally, definitely not. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of subjective, but like I won some theater awards in high school for the state, small flex, medium flex, and oh, okay, motherfucker. But like it's still, that really didn't feel as significant as getting music on Spotify. I'd say that feels like more of an achievement
Yeah.
Then-
as opposed to like this like drama
this
award.
this drama award for a role I didn't really like that much.
Yeah.
It's like,
That some like dude just gave you.
yeah, for acting like a child on stage. So
I don't really know how I feel about. I don't know. I don't really know how I would rank my achievements at the moment right now.
let's do a tier list right now.
Tier list.
Yeah, it's just kind of hard until you're like slowing down your role in life. It's like hard to look back and be like, huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly.
There's
yeah,
a lot of stuff happening right now.
there is.
I'm always busy.
Yeah.
Like
We got our first show
Always.
coming up and I'm a wee nervous.
I don't feel that nervous about it, to be honest.
I've definitely,
I think once we I think after that first song, once we really get into the groove, we'll be all right.
into the groove.
We got merch. It's exciting.
Girl. Yeah, we got stickers.
stickers. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hype.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Zach, we went to a pretty dope show last night. Would you say yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was bonkers.
Honestly. We should
Saw a lot of cool people there.
a lot of cool people.
I didn't go.
A lot of cool people that we knew.
I didn't go because I had a bad feeling.
I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah. It was I would like to personally shout out all the bands that were there because they're great bands and
Shout
everyone
out-
should go check them out.
First and foremost, shout out Jake Strange. Let me know what perfume you're using, dude, or shampoo. I mean, or body wash. Let me know what body wash you're using, bro, just so I can get it.
Yikes.
Oh shit!
That was so creepy.
Hey, Jake Strange. I'm just kidding.
Don't
No, I'm
don't
just
tell
kidding.
him that.
No. Yeah, never mind.
after
Yeah,
that-
I didn't even go. So
I want to use that clip in the preview
of what?
of this episode.
Oh my god! Please don't.
Yeah, we saw oh geez, these are all local Omaha bands, Omaha and Lincoln, maybe, I don't know. We got
local.
what was it? Pagan Athletes, Magoo,
Magoo, Dave Magoo,
yeah. Well, and his band, the rest
Dave
of Magoo.
Magoo and crew.
His backing band.
Dave Magoo and Gru.
Dave Magoo and the backing
Goals.
crew.
That's good. You should tell him that. And then Garst, of course. Of course.
Garst with Karst.
And then our favorites.
You know, our personal friends.
Our personal favorites are our close personal friends, the real Zebos. I like to say that because I wouldn't.
It's like I don't know if I should say this on the podcast, but I'm going to
Okay.
because it's like
can cut
it's
it.
just a matter of opinion. Because I know obviously people like the bands, like I guess just most of the local bands, everyone just has a fun time listening to. But personally, like I don't know why. I just think the real Zebos are just like so much are just better than everyone else. Just because like
In a matter of speaking,
I
yes.
think it's I think it's different than most of the other local
They're like
stuff.
one of the more prominent members of the local scene. it
Definitely.
sounds like.
Yeah. No. And I
Like I feel like a lot of the live stuff sounds pretty similar. Like, I don't know.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
But Real Zebo is just different enough that, like, I don't know.
And we're not trying to put down any other bands. You know, we are big fans of a lot of other bands. It's just like
I like Death
And
Cow.
it's also
yeah, Death
And
Cow's
it's-
I
pretty
like
good.
Death Cow a lot.
It's
I also like
also-
Uh-Oh.
Yeah, Uh-Oh is really good actually.
They followed me on Instagram. Shout out Uh-Oh one time.
I've only seen one of their shows and I want to see more.
I almost wish we would have gone tonight.
Yeah, I think we should have.
it's also the fact that like their album is recorded pretty like professionally. It seems like that's also giving it like it sounds like professional songs when you listen to them. That's also giving them an edge to me personally, in my opinion.
Dylan, when did you
But-
say that their first show was?
Like the beginning of 2018.
That's so
Who?
But
the Real
but
Zebos. They only started
because
doing shows
I was
last
looking
year.
on their website and they have like an about tab.
Mhm.
And I was just reading that and it said like the original 2 members, which I guess would be Jordan
Connor
Gall,
and Connor and Jordan.
Jordan. They met over Craigslist and then they started making GarageBand demos. So they did that for like 2.5 to 3 years. And then after like trying to get other members, like apparently it took them a long time to like form the band. And then finally, like at the beginning of last year is when they had their first like,
Official.
yeah. So it's like,
Because I think they've said, I saw on like their Instagram when they released the album, I think they said that some of the songs have been in the works for like a long time.
yeah. And that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They played a song last night that was they said that was one of their like earlier songs.
Are you ready to get Vampire Dance?
That was honestly a really good song.
It
I
was.
enjoyed it.
I was talking to this girl once
Oh yeah.
over,
Over a
Snapchat.
media.
I over Snapchat and I don't know. We were just talking about the Real Zebos and she was like, I have one of their first demo tapes on CD that they
Really?
handed out at some point. I was like, really? Like early demos. I wonder what that would sound like. I bet that would be actually pretty sweet.
Honestly.
It'd be interesting to see the evolution.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evolution of the Z.
And then she unadded me, so that's pretty funny.
Honestly, like having that feeling of like listening to a really good band and then like and then meeting them personally and like
because it's honest, it seems just because I have this like premonition. Because the first time I saw them was at a pretty big venue or a big-ish venue.
oh yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like,
Same here.
and then listening to like the album and stuff, and then just like seeing them, it's so weird for them to just be like, it's still weird to think that they are just a local band and that they are just like normal.
honestly.
I guess everyone's technically just a normal, person, but like it's just like you just can go up to them and like talk to them after the show and be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Good job, dude."
Yeah, shake their hand, tell them, spank them on the butt, say good day,
Yeah,
Junior.
But yeah, they're super cool guys. Go listen to their music. Go listen to all their music.
Yeah. I genuinely hope that we can open for them at some point.
dude, I
Well-
think that's a possibility. I don't know, because like
Yeah, we were talking
mean,
about it last night.
you're connected
A little bit.
pretty well. Yeah,
People
Yeah.
know me.
not that they're listening to this.
I honestly don't know if they would,
Yeah.
but thank
No.
you for your
Yeah, if
support
you-
and your
I
love.
mean, maybe at least I feel like Jordan would if you like showed it to him.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Shout out
If-
Jordan.
Shout out Jordan one time.
Yeah.
That was
It is kind of I feel like it's a
joke.
real possibility though.
I don't know. Never know.
Yeah, you never know.
We're
I
not
don't know. Personally-
we're not being out here publicly asking you.
Yeah,
we're
No,
literally
no,
just
no.
discussing this.
No, we're just bullshitting right now.
We're just shooting the
honestly
shit.
think you guys are good enough at writing songs and making music and playing that it's like a genuine like thing. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents of the situation.
I definitely after the show last night, I do feel more confident in us that we can grow as a band. But yeah.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know,
We're in a band.
we're in a band.
It's called Goody Ice in the Fridge.
Yeah. And we have a new release that came out since the last podcast.
Oh yeah.
It's the Trash Can EP, which is 3 of our songs that did not make summer camp, plus an additional new song, which is actually our number 1 song now.
Yeah. That's
'Cause it's a good song. It's
Yeah,
just
and
the straight facts
Slaps.
of it.
So,
and we really don't have that many monthly listeners, but our top 5 on Spotify keeps fluctuating like
yeah,
so much.
it's weird because there are several people who like listen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Sammy one
Yeah.
time.
Heck,
I know your
dude.
favorite song.
Both Sammys.
I think we know Sammy's favorite song.
Dude,
After
yeah,
that
because
video,
it's number
yeah.
3 now, dude. That's so dope.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
Apple Music.
No, I'm honestly a real big fan of the music scene, the local music scene, and it may just be Omaha. I don't know. We really don't get outside of Omaha
Yeah.
much, but yeah,
Would it include Council Bluffs, do you think?
I honestly have
I
never
think
even thought of Council Bluffs having a music scene.
I think it could maybe include Council Bluffs.
Wait, you think the Omaha scene including Council Bluffs?
Council
Yes.
Bluffs is usually just included.
Yeah, that's true.
It's because it's
That's
like
true.
Omaha
I think
Lincoln,
even-
but I also wonder if it's also Council Bluffs.
On the
Yeah.
Omaha subreddit, it says for Omaha and Council Bluffs.
That makes
which is
sense.
kind of
I mean,
but
it is
Yeah.
across the bridge, but at the same time, it's
It is kind of weird though, because if you go over there, it is almost like a completely different city.
It
Yeah.
feels so
but
much
it's
different.
so
I mean, it is
close.
so
Like
much different.
you can see downtown Omaha from like anywhere in Council Bluffs, really.
Yeah.
and it's just like such a completely different city. Like it's
Mhm.
different vibe there. You know, I mean,
You know-
it's cool though. Like there are a lot of cool areas
Yeah.
there.
I would like to bring this to light.
just real quick, currently on Apple Music, Badgers Die is also number 1.
No,
So,
wow,
yeah.
Nice.
that's dope.
Nice.
But yeah, I'd like to bring this to light. I've been talking to a lot more people lately, a lot of strangers, and
What about?
well,
Things.
just like hearing people's overall opinion of Omaha, I'd like to stand tall with my head in the sky and say that Omaha is one of my favorite cities on this planet. And I've been to a lot of cities, and I can tell you with all my heart that I love Omaha the most.
The good parts, yeah.
Yeah, and like even the bad parts really aren't that bad. Like compared to most other cities, like what the when we drove through that one part of Minneapolis,
That wasn't that bad, I don't think.
it wasn't that bad. It was just a little scary, and I was like, yeesh. But like even like most of the time in some bigger cities at night, it gets a little spooky. There's a lot of strangers, there's a
Yeah.
lot of homeless people, and that's just life. That's just what happens. But like even the homeless people in Omaha are really nice. Like
If they're not on
like they
meth,
won't
yeah.
they won't badger you or anything. Badgers Die, great song by Getting Ice in the Fridge.
Good song.
Um,
Good song.
But yeah, and like there's just so much about Omaha to love, and like there's a lot of people that are like, oh, there's nothing to do in Omaha. That's such BS.
A lot of the times it's just people who live here, which
Yeah.
I would confess to
Mhm.
say that I've said that before, because once you've done some of this stuff, it's like there really isn't much to do. But like
Yeah.
if you're visiting, or if you're visiting like every like couple of years or so, then it's like enough that like you won't get bored, because there's enough to do, like keep you coming back, it seems like, to like check out, see like what it's like now after a couple years or whatever.
Yeah, and like I don't know. It may just be because I feel at home in Omaha, but like I just Omaha. But yeah, I really love this city. Yeah. Oh.
I got biddies.
Uh-oh. Is that a disease? Is that a venereal disease?
No.
I also like Omaha. I haven't lived anywhere else, but
Yeah.
it's chill.
I haven't lived anywhere else either.
I've had extended stays in Denver. And I don't know. I just having I think Denver's a huge city compared to Omaha. And like I just love the overall size of Omaha. Like it doesn't feel too spread out. And yeah.
Not too big, not too small.
Yeah, like you can easily. We live decently, or we live. I don't know. It's easy to get like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like especially if you're centrally,
Mhm.
it's only like 20-minute drive to like like usually like most places you're gonna go to.
Yeah. And
At
honestly,
most.
location wise, we did pick a really good place. I'm not going to get into specifics because
Right.
we like where we live and we don't want to move because of you guys. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
If we're still at this apartment complex at the end of our lease.
well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We never know.
Never know. If we find somewhere better though, which I will actively look for somewhere better.
Well, not to say that this is a bad place because we love this place.
No, yeah, the actual apartment's great. Like
Yeah.
we got really lucky for a first
Honestly.
apartment because usually those suck as far as I know.
Mhm. Yeah,
But-
As
definitely.
far as I'm concerned.
Want to give it a little wrapperoo?
What are we at?
It's like an hour.
Mhm.
Probably.
A little over now.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the 16th episode, first episode of season 2. We absolutely love and support you. I mean, love
Hey,
you
we
for
do.
supporting us.
You support us.
Yeah.
It's a two-way road.
Yeah,
Two-way street.
follow us at RoomBoiz on Instagram. I'm Ben Rayboy, BOI on Instagram.
I'm at Dylan Lessig. So DYLANLESSIG. Dylan
It's
Lessig.
not Lessing.
No, stop putting
Dumb
a
idiots.
freaking N at the end. Stupid.
Zach,
I'm at Zach Swoog. That might change soon. I thought about it, but who knows? It probably won't.
how do you spell swoog, Zach?
It's 2 O's, 2 G's.
Okay.
Zach _swoog.
Okay.
2 O's, 2 G's.
Yeah. Go listen to Getting Ice from the Fridge. Come to our shows.
If you're
I can announce the show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's all over social medias.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So we have a show coming up at Barley Street Tavern in Omaha
Yep.
at or on November 21st. If this comes out before then, which I think it will.
Yeah.
21 plus. Sorry to everyone who's not 21 plus.
Oops,
We will
sorry.
have more all ages shows
That aren't
after. Yes. So yeah, thank you very much. Go buy some merch on the Teespring store, please.
Yes.
We love you, please, and support our Patreon. Mwah. For extra content. Mwah. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.